Hey guys, I want to do a video on my Pro Pulse 200. It's a little rainy over here and dead, so I figured I'd do a video. I just got my Pro Pulse 200 in. I've been talking to Peter Zilla a lot about this, and watching Chucky 2009 videos, I decided to buy one for myself. Now, I want to show you a video from my point of view and going through the setup of the machine, what types of wires I use, gases, tension, stuff like that. You know, things that I think that might be helpful for you guys to make the decision to go out and buy one of these machines. I think that you'll really like them, and let me get started showing you. I'll be using today. So I have a 4043 35 thousandths wire. I'm using the big spool, as you can see. This is one of the things that I really like, that this machine will actually fit this spool. A lot of MIG welders out there won't fit them. Here's the other wire that I have here, and it's 53, 56, same thing, 35 thousandths. So what I'm going to do here is put these on one by one, go through, weld. I'm going to use the 4043 to weld the 1/4 inch, and the 53, 56 to weld the thin sheet metal. Now I want to show you guys something. Here are two torches. All right, so one of these torches is, and I'll show you. So this is part number 24100, and this is a 24 series 10-foot gun. This is for steel. As you can see, the nozzle's different, connections the same, with a difference of, let me show you this one. This is the 24 gun. It's 8 foot long, and it's got different tips that it uses, and I'll show you right here too. So this also has the Teflon liner going in it. So here's that one, and here's the steel. So this one has the normal liner that you guys use on everyday MIG, and this is the Teflon, which you see a lot in spool guns. All right, so here's the machine. All right, so here's the machine. I haven't used it yet. I haven't done aluminum, so you're coming on the first ride with me to do this. Okay, so I just want to show you some things though. Here's the where the spool goes. So you know, it's got a nice screw-on lock cap that'll help you screw that on. If you want to change anything on here, it comes with a wrench. Now, right here tells you what you need as far as if you're doing flux core, if you're doing MIG or whatnot. You can also TIG off of this machine as well. I do not have that set up myself yet. So now with this, you have to put in, right now I have the steel drive roller in there. I need to put in the aluminum one. So I'm going to use the aluminum drive roller along with the aluminum torch, and that way I could push my 4043 and my 5356 through my 8-foot gun without any issues. Now HTP also sends you a nice flow meter. So normally when you get flow meters, they're usually regulators. So this is the flow meter that you get, and it's pretty decent, brass. So I think it's going to work out just fine. I have my C25 on there for steel, and this is my argon, 100%. I also have some C3 for the stainless steel, which I'm going to be using. I'm not sure I'll get to do a video on that, but this machine will also do that too. So here's the machine. All right, so I'm going to turn it on right now before I load the wire and just go through some of the programs with you. Okay. So, all right. Hopefully you guys can see this. All right, so right now, you can go to job, you can go to program, whatever you want to go to. You can change your select mode. You can go from MIG 4T, which is basically you hit the trigger, and then when you want to let go of the trigger, basically you hit it again, instead of releasing it from 2T. You can also do spot welding and stitch welding, as well as, like I said earlier, TIG. We're going to go on MIG. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go to the programs. So you also have start speed, start time. You can go up and down these. You got burn back, you got pinch, you know, you got your slope down, you have your pre-flow, your post-flow. You can change your inches per minute, and you can change the unit on it, you know, to whatever your liking is. Spool gun off. Like I said, there's no spool gun that goes with this. So you can also store up to a lot of jobs. I think it's, I want to say 30, let's see. Yeah, 30 jobs. So, and you can recall them. So there's already jobs set in there, obviously, for the ones that are programmed in the machine. So if you want, you can recall that one. So now, if you want to just do regular programs, you can just dial it in from here. So we're going to do 4043, and we're going to do 35 with 100% argon, and we're going to do pulse, and we're going to do double pulse. So the first one I'm going to do in pulse. So I want to go ahead and get the drive roll in and the wire and get the gun set up. Then I'll be back. So I just wanted to show you quickly too how the drive rollers work. You know, basically what I did was I took out this one. There's a little ledge here for the drive roller to actually fit on. So just like any other drive roller, you pick your size and you want to put it towards the inside. So you put the drive roller in, take on the threaded cap, okay, just screw it down and you're good to go. It's as easy as that. Now I'm going to try to do the torch while I'm holding this, just so you can see. I'm sure people have used this style of gun before, but if not, I'll show you. And like I said, this also has the Teflon liner. So what you want to do is you want to just put it in and then screw it on. It's pretty easy to do, and they made the setup really simple, which I like. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to stop for a second so I can put in the spool. Like I said, I'm going to do 4043 first, and then I'm going to put that in and we'll be good to go. I have my torch in, I have my drive roller in, put my spool on, set my tension to about 1. Couple other things to note while you're doing this. You want to make sure that your tension on your brake, if you're using a big spool like I am, I'm using the 12-inch spool, which is the 40-pound, 44-pound, or whatever you get with it, 16 with aluminum. So I'm using this one, so I want to make sure that I don't get a lot of you know, momentum with the larger spool, or you know, if it doesn't go too slow. I want to make sure that it's set properly, so that way, you know, I get a nice even flow of the wire. Otherwise you'll run into some issues. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on and I'll be back. Alright guys, I got my aluminum roll in. As you can see, like I said, 12-inch roll. So you really could fit a lot of wire in this thing. I really like that. You know, I don't like the machines that you can only fit a 10-inch spool in. You know, you have to keep changing those things over when you're on a job, or, you know, it's just a pain. So I'm glad that they did that. So I'm going to show you a couple settings first. Let me show you this cover. Okay, so what we want to do is, let me get you set up so you can see. Okay, so we want to set our material thickness. So, you know, the way that you do this is you change your inches per minute. Okay, so we're going to go to around 400. Yeah, we're going to be around 400, I think. So that's going to give us around 21 volts. And you can go up and down from there if you want to play with it as well. So we're going to hit the settings now. So our start speed, I think we're going to put that around, let's see. Goes all the way from 15 to 135. So we're going to be around 65, I think. That's what I'm going to put us at here. So 65. Okay. Actually, I want to change. Yeah. Okay. All right. Now I want to change our start time to maybe 0.02. Okay, so select. All right, so now we're good there. So burn back, I think we're gonna put that at, I wanna say 4 for now. And then, so we're gonna select that, and we're gonna put our pinch around 30. So you'll need to adjust based off of your needs too. So, you know, don't just go off of what I'm doing. So play around with this stuff too. I'm going to keep my slope at 0.01. What that is once you're done welding, it'll keep welding for, you know, for as many seconds as you want after that, just in a down slope. So me being a beginner with this machine, I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to put us back at home, and then I'm going to get set up, put you guys on the tripod so we can start seeing what it does. Be right back. I wanted to show you guys also the type of tips that go in these. So you have the CRZR M8 contact tips. These are for a higher rate of heat, so they can withstand more and you won't go through as many consumables with that. And then you get the M6 style, and that's for your steel. You can use the regular ones as well, but I like to have the ones that last a long time, so I'm not going through consumables. I think it's $20 for a pack of 10. So it's you can't beat it for $2 each. So. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tack these and then just start laying in the beads. Keep in mind, this is my first time using this machine, and definitely one of my first times ever pulse making aluminum. I've never done that before. You know, I don't know too many people out there that have done that. So, but I also, one thing I wanted to note was I set my argon flow at 40 cubic feet per hour. So, you know, I'm definitely not used to setting it that high either. So, but we're going to give this a go. And like I said, first time doing it. And this is why I wanted to do it. I want to give you guys a perspective from a user that's never used this machine before. And especially with aluminum. So, I'm going to tack the corners and see what happens. I'm just going to set up our ground real quick. I'm going to set it up to the table as well, so that way we get a nice decent ground. All right, we're ready to go. Let's see how this goes. Okay. So I tack that. I have my stainless steel brush. Okay. Now I'm going to push the puddle instead of pulling it. That was the way that I was told to do it, and I believe that's the correct way to do it. Definitely don't want to be pulling the puddle towards you. I really don't think it's going to help anything by doing that. And from what I understand is you don't get enough penetration when you do it that way. So I know there's guys out there like Jody from Welding Tips and Tricks. Those guys, you know, can do it. I'm not sure how, but I'm gonna go ahead and push the speed. So that was my first bead. Wow, it's impressive. That is impressive. I don't know how to explain it to you guys, but I'm excited. I've never ever had anything feel like that with welding at all. I mean, the aluminum went on just that fast, you know what I mean? So let me show you what it looks like. I was so excited I could barely focus on my bead. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I mean that's in pulse mode. That's my first time ever doing it. I mean, that's crazy. That's just crazy. So let me do the other side here. This is pretty exciting. All right, let me try to get it down more in the fillet instead of, I think over here I was kind of high. So let me kind of get in the corner and do it right and see what happens. So you can actually see the cleaning action that's going on while you're welding. I mean, it's just incredible to be able to do that. So again, brand new to this, never welded aluminum before. I've never welded aluminum before with anything with a spool gun. So this is different for me. You know, I miss getting it in there again, but I'm gonna make one more pass over that too. Wow, so you can actually see this spraying while you're doing it. So this is spray arc, and you can literally actually see it spraying while you're putting this bead on. I mean, look how pretty this thing came out. That was my second bead around. You know, let me grab a light so you can see. Maybe this will help a little bit, maybe not, I don't know. So, I mean, look at that. Insane. Doesn't get any better than that. I can't believe it. I'm gonna put another bead on the other side too, just to try to match that one, just to see how it goes. You guys, if you buy this, you're gonna love it, I'm telling you. You're gonna get that feeling the first time that you laid a bead. That's what you're gonna feel like when you use this machine. Again, I'm a rookie at this. I know I keep telling you, but I mean, look at that. Whose welder out there is doing that? And what company, and I don't have anything to do with HTP, but what company out there lets you use their machine for 90 days for free? If you don't like it, send it back. I mean, look at that. That's incredible. Incredible. So I'm gonna do a fillet weld. I mean, a lap joint now, just so you can see, just to see what we can fill in. Put this under it just to hold it up there. All right, so basically I'm gonna tack both sides and then come back and fill it in, and see what this butt weld looks like. So you obviously have to turn the machine up, you know, in order to get the penetration. So let's see what we can put this up to. All right, so let's try 450. Let's tack this and then we'll go from there. you can see the penetration that you get with this. I mean, it's evident. I mean, we're penetrating right through, no problem. All right, so, I mean, look at that. And I'm terrible at this. So I'm gonna put another bead in right below it. I've noticed with aluminum too, it gets very hot very fast. And this thing, you know, you can drag this gun and it just, as fast as you can drag it, it'll go. All right, that was good. So for any of you guys out there that haven't spray arced before, you don't know what you're missing. For the guys out there that have, I'm sure they're not going to anything else but what they've been doing. I mean, there's no reason not to spray arc. That's the aluminum. So now that's in pulse, so I'm gonna flip this over and we're gonna go from here. We're gonna use double pulse, see what happens. Supposedly you get TIG-like looks, so we'll see. I'm just going to change the program. Alright, so I just changed it from pulse to double pulse. All I did was have to really hit the button and good to go. So let's see what happens here. Guys, I've never done this before, and wait till you see this weld. I am glad that I bought this machine. I will never use another MIG machine like this again. This is it. Look at this. Look at that. That is friggin' amazing. Amazing. I was a little hot over here, I think. I'm not sure, but I mean, look at that. First time trying it, laying stack of dimes. How do you get better than that? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to set up 53, 56 and see how it runs. You know what? Actually, I'll do another weld here, see how that goes. So let me tack it first and see what we can do. I'm going to leave it in double pulse and see what happens with that. All right, so I'm gonna tack these up. And I don't know if you noticed, but the double pulse has a different sound to it. So you can tell when you're in double pulse and when you're not. Because you can kind of hear the difference in the machine pulse in itself. You know what I mean? So what we're going to do now is I'm going to trim my wire here. I'm going to double pulse this. So you want to kind of leave your stick out 3/4 of an inch out, a little bit more than what you usually make. So let me push this puddle and see what happens. Wow, so nice, so nice. Let me just show you guys this. Just be careful too, because the aluminum, like I said, it's really hot. I mean, I know all metals are, but the aluminum especially. So how about that? You guys have been wanting to see this machine in aluminum. You know, I saw some comments asking different YouTubers to do this. So that's what it looks like. I'm gonna lay another bead over it just to see what we can do too. so that was double pulse again. I mean, you can make 2 or 3 passes with this machine and still get the same results. There we go. That's a stack of dimes right there. Double pulse program. Machine does all the welding for you. Look at that. All right, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna do 53, 56. I'm gonna change out the wire. I'm gonna leave the same drive roll in. I'm gonna leave everything the same, except I'm gonna change the wire. I'm gonna do 1/4 inch, and I'm also gonna do the 40 thousandths. So you can see there's a PAW program in here that does auto body, or it's made for auto body, I should say, which basically allows you to do thin metal. It's a single pulse, basically, and it only goes up to, I think, 80 thousandths of, you know, so it's definitely made for thin material. So, all right, guys, so what I did was I switched out the wire to 53 or 56. I didn't change any of the features as far as pinch and all that stuff, so I left the pre-flow the same, the post-flow the same, pretty much everything the same. So I'm gonna leave these here just so we can take a look afterwards with the 4043 on the aluminum and then the 5356. I'm gonna do the same thing just so we can see and get an idea of the differences. 5356, you know, has a harder tensile strength and can be heat treated. We didn't heat treat any of this, just so you know. So there wasn't any heat treat for the 4043 or the 5356. So I got the wire in, everything's good to go. I'm gonna tack these up so we can get at it and see what the differences are. Now, just so you know, this is in pulse, so we're doing the 53, 56 program in pulse mode. I'm not going to do double pulse yet, but I will do that. So I'm going to show you now to see how this goes just in the single pulse program. Let's start pushing some puddles. So that felt a little different. Still felt good. Different. You get a different different arc. It's more greenish, and I get a lot more soot. So, and like I said, I'm at 40 CFMs, CFHs. So I mean, I'm putting a lot of argon out too. So, so this is it. This is what it looks like on pulse. Like I said, this is me doing it the first time. I'm sure with some adjustments, you know, people can get really good at this. So I'm gonna lay another pass over that and see what it looks like, just like we did with the 4043. Definitely a different arc, different take on it too. So here we go. That one ran a lot smoother. It's also too because the material is probably a little bit harder than it was on the first pass too. So, all right. So, like I said, a lot more soot. Still runs great. Anything you need with higher strength though, this is your go-to. If you look at, there's some videos on there, and like I said, Pete Villa makes some good ones. He lets you know kind of what to use for which, so 4043 versus 5356, how it is with tensile strength, preheat, all that stuff. So check out his videos. I've learned a lot from them, so I'm sure you will too. All right, so here's the weld. On the other side, we're going to do double pulse. See what that looks like. Change the setting here. All right, so we just picked the setting and we're going to get on with it. Let me just change my angle here just to make sure you can see all right. Okay. All right, again, 53, 56, double pulse. Again, you can see the cleaning action too while you're welding, which is pretty neat to see. And you can tell the kind of heat this is putting down. You know, the aluminum is almost sticking to the table. So, all right, so here we go. I want to show you. So, this is the double pulse. There's the stack of dime looks. All right, and that's just the regular. Double, regular. All right, so we're going to lay down another bead right next to it. See what it looks like. One of the things I like about this too is the crater fill and the hot start. I mean, it really helps. It really does. And you can really see the difference between having it and not having it. I mean, look how beautiful that is. See that? Look at that. This is my first time doing it. Imagine what somebody that's getting used to this machine can do. Huh. Sky's the limit. All right, so we're gonna do a lap over here. So I'm gonna tap it down. Okay, clean that up and then we'll run our joint. Probably shaking you guys while I'm doing this. I apologize. Just realized that. Hopefully it's not too bad. All right, so let's go with this joint here. Now, I probably should have turned up the wire speed and the amperage just because I'm welding two pieces together, but it's all right. All right, there you go. I'm gonna turn it up a little bit and go from there, just so you can see. I'm gonna go to about 450. Okay, here we go. fingers are getting a little jammed up there, getting tired. Let's see. We're gonna lay one on the other side too, just to show you, because I kind of goofed that one up a little bit. All right. I'm gonna leave it at 450. Go up a little bit more, 460. Okay. There we go, that was a better run. I mean, the stick out that you can have on this is insane. I mean, you're looking at 3/4 of an inch. I was trying to stay about half, but it wasn't cutting it. You know, I couldn't really see the stick out that great. But I want you to look at something here. I mean, this is hot too. Look at that weld. And you can see in here, I mean, you can see the penetration. You can see where the cleaning action was too. So, I mean, that's a nice weld. Keep in mind, I'm doing this out of a MIG gun. This isn't a spool gun or anything. Crater fill, perfect. Hot start. I mean, this machine doesn't get any better than this. So, I've never done this before. Very thin metal here. So I'm gonna weld it on top of this. And I think I'm just gonna do a lap, okay? So I'm gonna turn this machine down and go to my paw program. Paw, select. And we're going to turn this thing way down. I'm around 15 amps. I'm not sure how it's going to do. If I burn through, I burn through. But I wanted to show you guys this just so you can see. Using the same diameter wire, nothing's changed. So here we go. I'm going to tack the ends. So that's really cool how it comes out. I've not used this paw program either. All right, so let's see here. Clean that off. All right. Put this right on here. All right, and let's do it. That's crazy. This stuff is as thin as a Coke can, I would say. I mean, wait till you guys see this. Man, I can't be happier that I bought this welder. I mean, look at this. Look at that. I mean, wait till you see this. I mean, look at that. First time doing this. Very, very thin metal. I mean, that's a pretty nice bead. And for the first time doing it, I'm impressed. All right, so let me show you here. So this is the 5356. You can see from my table, obviously the aluminum puts off way more heat. So we're gonna put the 4043 in front, and actually, you know what? I'm gonna take you off the tripod and I'll just show you. That way you can see everything. But yeah, man, am I impressed? Am I impressed? I've never seen anything this good in my life. All right, so take a look here. So you got 40-43. 40-43. Same thing. Okay. 53-56. 53-56. That's on paw program. That's double pulse. Double pulse. 53-56 pulse. I mean, look at this stuff. For my first time doing this, I mean, I'm pretty happy. And I have nothing to do with HTP, just so you know. You know, I just wanted to show this from a novice view to kind of see what it looks like. So this is an in-depth review. I wanted to show you guys this. I know it's probably going to be a long video. However, you'll thank me for it when you go buy it. Yeah. Well, guys, thanks for watching, and be on the lookout. I'm going to do some pulse steel and stainless steel. Hopefully I can put a video together on those so you can see. I'm also getting the HTP TLP 200, which is the pulse stick as well. So I want to show you guys some stuff on that as well. But these HTP products are awesome. You will not be unsatisfied. And if you are, 90 days to send it back. They'll take it back, heck, if you lose your job. So, I mean, you really have nothing to lose. You really should go buy one of these machines. All right, thanks for watching. I didn't